Yeah, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Factorio. Sorry that the episodes of things have kind of been a little bit off. Just got back from a trip, and unfortunately, I got sick from that trip. Mainly one of my friends got me sick, as much as he claims he did not. Thankfully, I am feeling well enough. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to record today or not, but I do feel well enough, and my voice has returned enough that I can speak. I just wanted to kind of catch you guys up on some things, because even though I wasn't necessarily feeling well enough to record, I was feeling well enough to actually play some Factorio. So that's kind of what I've been doing the last day and a half, most of my time. So we went ahead and finished most everything on Volcanus and have moved over to Flagora to continue there. So if you guys remember where we left off here with just the plate, but then I went ahead, I added carbide. Of course, we needed to have some carbon so we can make that carbide. And everything there was just connected up via train. We did have to do some signal changes here and there. We worked on robots here for the coal. These keeps these trains pretty much full. Because all the buffers for things are full, so for instance, all these trains are there. I could have sworn we had a lot more. Oh, I guess they are split, huh? Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, everything's pretty much going to plan. If we look over here on the Enterprise, it's full of just about everything. So then let's actually have this go back to Flagora. And if we take a look here at Flagora, I did quite a lot of exploring over here just so that we can figure out where are we going to put our quality, basically, or where are we going to do quality. Now, some people I have seen, they just start doing quality wherever they have their stuff. But the problem with that is I want the science to be getting made. And yeah, we have 220,000 science. We probably could shut this off, focus on just getting quality now. But I'm going to just leave it going, at least for as long as there is scrap in these mines. Like this one, for instance, this one's done, so we could fully get that one out of the way. Same, this one's basically dry, sort of thing. But then like that 48 million one, it's really these smaller islands that we want to be able to tap, but we really can't tap them permanently um, just yet. So one of the things I'm thinking about is we're gonna Flagora is artificially gonna, I think, turn off for us, which is fine. Because what we're gonna look at doing is over here on this grouping of islands, probably do quality of sorts because we have a pretty long chained thing. Now, this is something I got from our multiplayer world that my friend, I believe, got from Nihilus. I could be wrong. Um, but I'm pretty sure that is originally where he got this design, which is partially where I got the new design for ours. Mainly this portion of the storage, like sorting aspect of it. So I had to go through and replace a bunch of ours because they were backing up. But this, from what we were testing, seems to be able to have near unlimited throughput. I don't know if it's ever actually fully stocked up. I do have to go back and upgrade all of these from blue to green to test it. For sure, though. Let's see what else. This will probably be a bit of a shorter episode, partly because speaking is irritating my throat a little bit, making me have to cough every now and again. So don't expect this to be the world's longest episode. So we have went ahead and made some changes. Ooh, also one of the changes we also made is we got the better lightning poles, which means they have more range, which means the robots should hopefully never get caught out in the open again. Yay. We also have started setting up quality production here so that hopefully we can start getting a ton of these quality 3 modules that we can then start the quality chain of things. Now, I'm not going to worry about making quality modules here are in this production. I'm going to worry about doing that up over here. There is this island, but when I was kind of test fitting it, doesn't really work as well. Because like up here, what I'm thinking is I can probably stick like 1, 2, 3 of these, which should be enough for a while because they have fairly high throughput and stuff. And because the recyclers are going to do a lot of the recycling for us anyways, there's also room that we can put multiple. So like this island honestly looks a lot larger than it is. Or like this one looks a lot larger than it is, but then once you start trying to lay stuff out, it's like, wow, this is tiny. You go up here and it's like, honestly, it's all about orientation because like I flip this thing and I'm like, wow, it's not very wide. But then I'm like, oh, I can really compact like 3 up here. I could probably stick like 1, 2, and if I really wanted to, I could probably do like 3 maybe. So I could probably get 6 total up here. I'm gonna need some sort of train station to bring in all the scrap, or probably trains plural. And then over here we'll probably put power. We should be able to connect it with power poles. And including this island, I should be able to connect these two with power poles, and then these ones might also be close enough for power. And then we're likely going to need a few more larger islands, which we'll have to explore for, or utilize some of these ones like down here to do like make a red circuit island, so we ship off all the stuff for the red circuits, so that way we can recycle it and just go from there. Because one of the things that we went ahead and made is the nice armor, the mech armor, which is really useful because you can fly over stuff. So I think what we're going to do is this episode, we're going to focus on a little bit of that stuff, kind of laying the groundwork for our quality factory. It's just one of those things that it takes time to get going in order for us to have enough resources to do. Like right now we only have 324 of these modules, quality 3s. We're going to need a bunch, and then once we have those, we can start setting up that section of this factory. And then I think next episode, depending on how far we get with quality this week, we'll probably work on prep for Gleba, a farming planet with the terrifying bugs. Although I do suppose they aren't necessarily bugs. I suppose they are probably something else. But who knows? We'll see. Okay. So then we have those. We are going to need recyclers. How many do we need for this? 60. Okay. There's actually a lot less than I thought we were going to need. So there's 60. Okay, there's all 90 that we're going to need. We need 84 storage. Just grab 300. We need 250. I'm just grabbing stack sizes. Okay. Oh, nope, that wasn't enough. That was only 150. Need that many more, I believe. We do need substations, but we should have plenty on us. Okay. And then basically the rest is going to be belts. It should all either be over there already, because I know we had a bunch on us. 1, 2, 3, 6. let's go ahead and as that comes down, let's go ahead and grab it. We don't need that. Okay, let's head back over there. Because one thing I like is, especially on this planet, you can just float over the oil. You do occasionally get hit, which kind of sucks. But what is really nice about it, though, is you have a little bit of a larger grid. Because I'll either do this configuration or I'll put a bunch of the roboports in it. With the Mark II roboports, you can have 25 robots. That is partially why we want to get the better, or rather the quality, because then, if you haven't already seen, where, this, with the mech armor, anything that has these diamonds, by the way, that lets you know that that stat is modified by quality. So for instance, if we had a legendary version of this, it would increase the inventory to 125 or add 125, a lot more. Same thing with the equipment store grid size. Significantly boosting how much stuff we can have. And if we look here, the standard is only 10 for the little, 25 for the large, and notice legendary, 62. Like, that is insane. I will say, I wish it did give you more, Oh, it does. It does. Okay, well. Cool. I was gonna say, I wish it would also then increase the number of charge spots you got with it, and it does. Because I know some of the stats are just dumb. Like, for instance, belts. Like, they can't carry anything more. Like, I don't think their stats get really modified. I'm trying to see if there was anything that I could think of. Like, some things there is a point to make quality. Some things there just isn't. Okay, so we have a bunch of stuff set up. What is that? Oh, it's Roboport. I see. Okay, so we want. You might only be able to get 2 of these in here. Right now we're just soft placing them, so we're not force placing them. Maybe if that makes sense. Yeah, see, because there's going to be an issue down there. What's nice is we can do Control Z, Control 2, 3. Okay. Just build around those things. That looks fine. Oh, did that? Is that gonna mess up where the? It shouldn't. Two, three. The reason I'm staggering it is because I figure if we're going to stagger one, we might as well stagger all three so that it looks somewhat intentional and not like we did it because we absolutely had to, sort of thing. Alright, cool. And then the robots are just gonna go ahead and do their thing. I think what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go ahead and call it, just because my voice is slowly dying as the night goes on. Anyway, I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Thank you all for staying patient with me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, have a good one, and peace out.